I am one of those guys that were not very much good in with speaking English. So I had to struggle a bit in the start. So that was there. In India, main thing is like engineering is the most popular option that we get. Most people are like they are not like they want to do engineering, but we don't know at that time when we are in class 12th. So we don't know about our passion and all. So just like many people, I was also one of them who didn't know. Start only I like computer science, so that's why it helped me to get good understanding of computer science there. So main thing is which here I also see the things that you study in college. There are some things that are very important, and there are many things that never come in your job. That might come once in your job. So there are very important courses like operating system and database management system and programming course. So these three are very important courses because at the end of the day they will play a major role in your when you design your system. Because for a very effective system, the main actually bottleneck is always the DB. So if you have a deeper understanding of databases, it will help you later in your career actually. If the company doesn't come in your campus, it is very tough to get job there. And so it depends on the regions in which you live. In that case, if the guy works on his competitive coding and crosses various coding contests which happens online, he might get an interview chances from these product based companies. There are many companies that do their competitive test. So there is share chat. Even Google, you can go to Google also, it does ipac there. So there are multiple companies which does their online contest. While you are in college, you can give the test. So if you have seniors working in somewhere, if you have friends working in somewhere, you can ask them for referrals and all. Through them also you can go there. If you are in college, it's better you can start from code chef and all. They have a long challenge which consists of 10 problems every month, and if you are so those are very good 10 problems. Then you have hacker rank and all. And if you want to prepare for interviews and all, there's something called interview bit also. It has very good concise amount number of questions and on different topics. So that is also very good. There is also Spoj and all. They can go there, and if they want to become better and better, there's something called Top Coder also. I had to work there, and they would evaluate me on my work, and with that, they will actually offer me my placement offer there. So yeah, it was a big. When you go for 2 month internship, people do a mistake that they don't study or don't prepare for the placement season that is coming up. Then what happens that, for example, in some colleges, after in August only most of the companies come. So what happens that you came from internship and you were thinking that you might get a PPO, but you did not get a PPO, and uh, you might feel bad and all of a sudden 10 12 companies went. It is the advice that I always give, and it happens with many of my friends. It had happened that they went for the internship, they were expecting a PPO, but they did not got a PPO, and it created a problem in their performance in placement season. I don't think it's in many companies because I am one of those guys that were not very much good in with speaking English. So uh, I had to struggle a bit in the start. So that was there. But there are very few companies, and Amazon, and after that, all those companies where I work, I don't think they are one of them. Only thing is that you should be able to convey what you are thinking, what are your ideas, and you should understand what other person is saying. So it doesn't matter which role is in there, you are there in software. Amazon is greatly emphasizes on its leadership principles. So all those leadership principles are very important. So for example, there is first leadership principle, that is customer obsession. So when you are tackling a problem, you have to think about customer all the time, how it will impact the customer, how your customer will use it, how easy for your system to access this product and all those things. Then there comes ownership, that should take the ownership of the things that you do, and the team, the part of the team, or everything, actually everything around Amazon, you should be there to take the ownership. When you are SD intern also, you have to work like a software developer only. So for a SD1 or SDI intern, there is not much change. Maybe you can maybe the scope of the project and all those things that you work can increase, but at Amazon, if you are working for 6 months, mostly you are, and the type and the team in which I was working, I was never treated as a SD intern. I was treated as a software development engineer only there. With Swiggy and all, so there are two things: you might be reached from recruiter, or you might have some network, through networking you can reach there. So my some previous boss was working at Swiggy, so I went through him. The hiring process of Swiggy is also same as multiple companies. It's like you will first given a design question to for design. It's not a design problem, a small problem to make in your laptop, and when you are able to solve that problem, then they will ask some coding questions, interviews related to coding questions and all. If you are applying for SD1, then there will be only coding question and hiring manager round. If you are applying for SD2, 3, then there will be some design rounds also. So yeah, with SD2, I
Oh.
might say the real software designing, architectural things actually come into play. Mostly in
Hmm.
SD1, in most of the companies that I've seen, mostly coding and all. The main thing of when they have, they think how good a person is able to learn new technologies and will implement them. Currently, I'm working on some, you can say that aggregation of big data and all those things. So aggregation like performance of delivery boys and all, how good they are performing in their job, and based on that, their incentives and all. These three things are should always be there no matter
Uh-huh.
anywhere you work. You need to be good at coding. You need to have a deeper
Mm.
understanding of operating system, and then and database design. And then with gradually with your role, you need to be having a good understanding of system designs and all, also how to design a system efficiently, how to design various pipelines and data pipelines and all. So those things actually come with experience. The more you work, the more you read about the efficient designs and all, you will get better
Mhm.
at this. But if you are a fresher, then mostly your coding skills, and if you want to grow well, your operating system and database management system skills. There is actually a growth in, so as the startups are increasing, I can see that there is definitely growth in jobs for software development field. So there are opportunities, and if you have right skills, they will hire you. The college and all those things are do play a part, but end of the day, it's the skills.